Hey Libra, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to your November 2025 astrology. November is going to be a big one here for you, Libra, and I think you've got lots of exciting things up ahead. We've got some big dates here coming up. Starting off with November 3rd, Venus enters Libra, moving from Virgo into your own sign. So this is really beautiful, blossoming romance, money, luxury things. Venus is beauty. So starting from November, you might be beautifying yourself and your home and your space. November 17th, the Sun moves from Libra into Scorpio, shifting from your first house of identity into your second house of values and finances. So there's a focus here on money. Later, November 24th, Mercury moves back into Libra from Scorpio, and we also have Mercury retrograde coming through. Venus leaves Libra November 27th and moves into Scorpio, into your from your first into your second house of value and resources. Jupiter stations retrograde in Cancer, backtracking to November 11th, so there might be some things happening in relationships. November 29th, Mercury stations direct in Libra, so some big aspects here, but let's see what this means here for you. So from the early part, November 3rd, there is a charming, beautifying energy. So you might be having a makeover, you might be beautifying your home, you might be adding some nice touches, you might be feeling more creative. The later part of the month, you're asking some big questions here. There's an emphasis on your self-expression, your identity, and what your values are as well. So let's look into finances and career. So the Sun in your second house from November 17th, plus Venus entering that same space, is really pointing to some sort of value system and material sources. So you are spotlighting these things and you're being very resourceful. You're connecting very well professionally. You're utilizing everything that you can. You've got some tools. You've got things under your belt here that you're now trying to include into your work or your creative space, going, how can I make money of this? How can this object, product, or service be useful to me? So you're kind of reassessing what you're investing in, but you're also enhancing your finances here. So this is really big. There could be a collaboration in the works here as well. The Jupiter retrograde happening November 11th in a partnership or a collaboration is showing emerging of resources here, or value. Someone's value is coming up. It could be a collaborator. It could be someone wanting to promote you. It could be someone wanting to work with you. It could be you wanting to promote them. There's a very symbiotic relationship that will develop from this. So that's very exciting. That early month, while Venus is still in Libra, is really powerful for boosting your money, but also boosting yourself as an asset. So you're really going to be promoting yourself if you're attending job interviews, if you're trying to get ahead professionally. Venus is going to help you flourish, because the later part of the month will start to slow down just a little bit. So let's look at your relationship. So because Venus is in your sign fairly early on in the month, your aura is quite strong. You're very charming, you're diplomatic, you might be making new social contacts or friends, or you might be sort of boosting your existing relationship, and there's just this magic that's coming in, but you're initiating a lot here, Libra, and you're making things happen. When the Sun and Mercury shift towards your second house, though, you might find yourself focused on others more than yourself. So you might be people pleasing, you might be putting the energy of your person, your lover, front and foremost, and you might be kind of neglecting yourself in some areas here as well. So there might be a reminder for you to think about you where you need to. Jupiter's retrograde in your partnership axis. There might be something magnified here that's not working in a very close relationship, a talking stage, something that's going to highlight what's working and what's not. So you're going to see a line drawn in the sand here and figure out what you want to do next. Don't forget, we've got Mercury retrograde for majority of November, so there might be someone from the past coming back in. You might be in touch with an ex. There might be issues from the past. There might be someone you used to talk to coming up, certainly around that time. Now, career and purpose. early on in the month, you are starting strong with that Venus in Libra. So you're standing out. You're standing out in the crowd. You're finding your purpose around that mid-month. The sun shifting into your second house. Again, you're asking what you're aligning with. Now, it might be wise to avoid massive new projects during Mercury retrograde window, and use that time instead for refining what you have and what you're working with, essentially. Now, when it comes to your health and routine, you're going to feel fairly energized for the most of the month, but there might be some times where you're putting other people before yourself. So it's important to fill up your cup before you can fill others' cup. So make sure you're in your comfort zone. Make sure you're giving back to yourself, mind, body, soul. Make sure you are nurturing the relationship that you have with you. So it could be through a new health routine. It could be through a detox. It could be through better sleep. It could be doing things that you just genuinely love, little things. Because I think the evolution, spiritual evolution that will take place here for you is going to highlight how important it is to emphasize the relationship you have with you. So it's about finding balance, polishing your identity, stepping into yourself, valuing yourself, realizing what you bring to the relationship, what you bring to a company, what you bring to a friendship. So I think there's all these wonderful reminders of that here coming up for you, Libra. So the first part of November, very much you're charming people, you're flourishing socially, you're flourishing in your career. Venus is sending in this beautiful, light, playful energy in your relationships. Get out there, attend events, be your charming self. If you're single, accept dates, initiate dates. Venus is a good energy to attract romance in an existing relationship. There's an injection of love, there's a purity. There might be some times where you're questioning the values of this person here as well. This is important. Venus is here to teach us important lessons. But as the month progresses into the second half, there is more inward things happening here. You're clarifying things here. You're tweaking things. You are refining, planning, kind of sitting tight, waiting for the next optimal time to launch something here. So, and remember, we've got that Mercury retrograde period that may cause those delays. It may cause you to second guess. So don't make any major decisions during this time, because communication might be chaotic. There might be delays. You might find you are not getting across to people, and they're potentially not getting their point across to you. So different things here, Libra, but that is coming up in the astrology here for you for the month ahead. So I do hope this has been helpful. Thank you again, everyone, so much for watching. Have a fantastic November, and bye for now.